Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Moving through January, man. Time is flying. Good to be back in the shop. Looks like we got people piling in here right on time. 8 o'clock East Coast, US. Got some projects. See this little, oh wait, see that little beauty sitting back here? Making progress on the Super Hawk in a really, really big way. We're getting close. Don, good evening to you, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Got some rando projects tonight, just stuff I've been kind of procrastinating a bit, but I do want to show you this. Look at that. This thing, I've been busy on this. Been really focusing the old effort in making sure that this thing is pretty darn special here. It's going together pretty fast. I've actually run into a few issues that I'm having to troubleshoot a little bit. Maybe we'll work through some of the troubleshooting tonight. Big one is for my chain guard. Somebody pointed out in one of the comments to a video of me just kind of showing off the bike, and they just randomly were like, hey, you're missing a bracket on that swing arm. And gosh golly, I sure am. It is missing. So what have y'all been wrenching on? What have y'all been working on? Hopefully 2022 is off to a good start and the illnesses are staying elsewhere, getting out of your life here. Things have been growing. We're working our way towards that 10,000 mark on the YouTube channel. Keep on Wrenching community group is reaching towards that 500 mark as well. So we got people posting in here all the time. Aiden, big congratulations to Aiden. I don't know if he's in here yet. But Aiden got that XL 175 running. I want to hear a video, dude. I was hoping this was going to be a video. We would have shown this up online. But man, that's been a little project here. Has been keeping us updated along the way. And yeah, it's awesome. He's 16 years old and completely restored this XL 175. How cool is that? Thanks to everybody in the community as well. For helping him out, getting him pointed in the right direction on a lot of stuff. Lucas picked up a couple of gems. I particularly, man, I really love that, that little thing. I'd love to find one of those. I think that would be a fun project to work on, but I'll be holding off on that because I got enough darn projects right now. Barely finishing what I'm doing. Had to do a little photo shoot last night of everything as I got it all mocked up. This thing is coming together. I can't believe, you know, how this thing is just going to pop. This thing is going to pop. It's going to be beautiful. I really enjoy this group, man. I check in on it a couple times a day. Chris has prepped for surgery. Engine removal begins at midnight. That was last night that he was working on that. Hopefully everything went good. Oh, here we go. Found the source of noise I was hearing as expected. I caused this issue when reassembling the top end. I didn't tension the cam chain correctly. Was making contact on the inside of the engine. No damage aside from some witness marks, as you can see in the photo. Very similar thing happened to the Upper Peninsula 1972 CB350. It actually kind of ground out along the side quite a lot, actually. So we got to flush that motor, make sure we got all that aluminum out of there. But yeah, that happens. Want to tension that up. Yeah, Aiden, freaking top end, whole thing tore up, rebuilt. Good stuff. YouTube channel crawling along, 9,646, I think, subscribers at last check. Man, the spray paint, chrome, and the polishing videos, man, they're going to get to 1 million views this year. I think they're going to get to 1 million views. How freaking cool is that? And the Super Hawk series is doing pretty darn good. I'm pretty pleased with how that's all rocking and rolling. So that's all there. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. What's the other deal? Oh, Keep on Wrenching community page, or the Facebook, or the website. That's all kind of parked there. You know, sign up for the email, visit the merch store, check out the wish list, all that good stuff. But also, most importantly, just go and request that free sticker if you haven't done that. I'm going to do the stickers, mail out a batch of stickers this weekend. So I think we'll be in really, really good shape there. Don, playing with my new DK Sonic cleaner tonight. We'll be doing some ultrasonic cleaning tonight, I think, as well. Tom's in. Good evening. I think you'll find the DK cleaner very helpful. So DK Sonic cleaner, I'm not sure what that is. Let's actually search this real quick. And let me pull this up. Let's do this. I've been fighting this like weird cold for like the last month or so. And it's finally, I think it's moving along. Okay, DK Sonic cleaner, 50 bucks, 90 bucks. There we go. DK Sonic, right here. Very cool. Yeah, these Ultrasonics are pretty darn amazing. Something like that would be all you'd really need, I think, for a lot of these motorcycles. But there we go, DK Sonic. All kinds of different sizes, shapes and sizes for everything there. Doing well. Doing really, really well. Let's go. We got to look at it again. How freaking beautiful is this bike, man? Getting excited. It's going to be engine work here after I sort out a few little issues that I'm having. It's the most random thing that I've run across here. Definitely did not expect this. Here, let me just show you here real quick what I'm dealing with here. So on the chain guard, okay, chain guard's here, gets mounted up just like that, and then there are two holes here. One of them, it's pretty obvious where it goes when you come down here. So there's a bracket right here. Oh, sorry about that, right here. There's a little bracket right there, bolts to that, no problem. But for some reason, the other side of the bracket is gone. So there should be two. There should be two pieces here. And instead, I only have the one. So I'm going to need to figure something out. See that? There's that one there. There should be another one there. We can take a look at CMSNL, but that's really problematic because it's going to really mess with the chain guard. Chain guard's going to be flopping all over the place. Hey, Tula, good to see you, man. Good to see you. So I'll show you. I was looking at CMSNL a little earlier and just trying to figure out what was going on. So here's the problem. You can see it clearly in the schematic here. We can view it larger. I'm going to have to come up with some sort of a bracket because, where is it here? Right here. See that? There should be two spots on that, and one of those is just mysteriously gone. The chain guard was off and in the box when I got the bike. The other thing, oh yeah, I got to show you this. I did actually get one of these rear mud guards for the bike. So let me actually grab that. It's pretty, kind of a cool little character piece. Maybe we can install that tonight. This one came, so it's not an original part, but it is pretty darn close, and it fits really, really great. So it's got a little Honda emblem blazoned on that, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it just kind of clips onto, if I can remember how the hell it goes. Oh yeah, it goes like this, clips together. And then if we come over here, we've got the little mud guard that will go onto here. Just want to make sure it's on there really good and then not scratch the paint. That's kind of the ticket. But yeah, it's got a little mud guard on it. I think that's just a cool little character piece. So, and also we've got these two holes in that rear fender. So got to put something there, right? So had to pick that up. So here's a little quiz for you. How much do you think a replacement kickstand is? Side stand on this bad boy. So it didn't have one, so I had to go search around online. And I tell you what, I searched for probably 3 weeks. 3 weeks or so looking for one of these. One finally came up for auction. There were 8 people watching it, so that told me pretty darn quick that These are sought after. For some reason, people took those darn things off. Any guesses? Any guesses in the chat how much a original side stand is? It came with the full bracket, the spring, everything, bolts, everything. So it's a complete kit, but any guesses? Any guesses on that one? Broke my heart. Had to be done, though, because I can't have it sitting up on this center stand all the time. Yeah, Tula, it mounts on that little swing arm. Isn't that weird? Yeah, so it just kind of rides up and down on that swing arm. Pretty weird. Ooh, $250. Jared, Tom, $135. Pat, $70. One is closer than the other two. Jared's on the right track. It was heartbreaking. But yeah, it was up there. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find it real quick. Side stand. So they had, you know, these little rinky-dink ones that you could get, but this was all that really expected. So here's a good indicator. The bolt, side stand pivot bolt's $25 all by itself. This part is $100 all by itself. Spring was another $36. But these are all kind of remanufactured parts. And yeah, like all of it was just not right? Because there's this big special bracket that goes on it, and it actually utilizes one of the engine bolts to do it. And yeah, where do I go? Where do I find this sold? How do you do that again? I forget. Advanced search. God, how the hell did I do that again? Sold listings. Let's see if we can find it. It was an original. I should probably sort like highest to lowest. Price, highest. There's one there. Yeah, but that's not right. Where is it? Yeah, there's not a complete one on here. Shoot, I was hoping that would pop up on here. Should be the first one because, you know, somebody got $149 for this one. Yeah, there it is. $300, guys. $300. It was an auction, yeah. Yeah, I did the old swoop in at the end and just put a ridiculous number on it. And I'm glad I did because it motivated and it went way up. So a side stand, yeah, ouch, right, Pat? $300 for that, but I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one anywhere. So I just did it because my biggest fear, man, honestly, is like I'm gonna rock up on this thing and knock it over while it's on that center stand. So I want it on a side stand. It's just going to be more stable and easier to deal with. And I can also move it around. Right now it's like butt up, you know, against the bench so it doesn't move forward. So yeah, so I paid $100 for the 1972 CL350, the whole damn bike. And yeah, I paid $300 for a side stand. So as you get into these older bikes, parts get kind of hard to come by and stuff gets really expensive very quickly. Let's hop over here. Yeah, it can get crazy if people want it, and I definitely fall into that category of somebody who really wanted it. But I painted it up. I had a bunch of the cloud silver, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited. So here's a little project that I've been procrastinating a lot. I've come down, I look at it, and I'm like, oh, I really need to get into the wiring. I need to start tearing into this stuff. And I just don't wanna. But I'm gonna reuse the wiring harness because everything looked pretty good. I'll probably go and do posi locks and things on it, but take a look at this. It's got that burgundy paint all over everything. That burgundy paint, like, Oh God, I wish whoever would have painted this, I wish they would have just bought a roll of tape. Would have saved me a ton of work. See if that fuse is good. Fuse is good in there, yeah. So I need to clean this up. So I've been kind of thinking like, okay, what can I do to get this darn paint off of all of this wiring? Because I'd like to clean it up. And I'm not going to put it on there like that. I can't put burgundy covered paint on all this stuff. 16 viewers in on the stream, guys. Thanks so much for hopping in. Be sure to get that free sticker if you're new to the stream. KeepOnWrenching.com. There's a form at the bottom of the home page. Hit that like button as well. Hit that like button. It does help get the stream out there a little bit. So, got to clean these up. So my idea is, let's focus on the little one here first. Let's just kind of dive into something here. I got to stay busy. Otherwise, I'm going to fall asleep because I'm sleepy today. Let's see, I'm going to pull a couple gloves, and I think this is going to be a really good job for the citrus strip. I think I'm going to try it on this. I don't think it's going to eat into the plastic or the coatings and stuff on the wires, but I do think it's going to be nice and gentle to get that there. We're getting close to 10K, Tula, for sure. We're getting close. We're going to get there. I think new goal is by my birthday in April. That's kind of what I would love to do, and I think I'm on pace to get that. It's getting like $200-300 a month, something like that. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's just all this damn burgundy paint, man. Terrible. So what I think I'm going to do is, I wish I had like a little paintbrush. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have a little paintbrush, but what I can do is just grab a little bowl. This stuff is like really gentle, so I think this is going to work out well. And the paint shouldn't be hard to get off of there. I just want to like loosen it up a little bit and get it off. But I'd love to clean up this wiring because that's kind of the next step that I've got to deal with. So I got my little brush, little bristle brush here. I'm just going to put some on here. And we're just going to let it sit for a couple minutes and like see if it cleans it off. This burgundy paint's just driving me crazy. Yeah, I won't leave it on too long. I won't leave it on too long, Tula, don't worry. We're going to try it. Worst case, I can go and, get some new insulator and just, redo it. Oh, this is actually kind of brushing off right as I'm doing this. Just curious, like if you want to I think this might be a good way to do it if somebody was mean enough to go and paint everything with burgundy paint. This is kind of like just the tedious stuff that's going on this bike. I'm doing my due diligence for sure. I'm really not cutting any corners or anything, so going all out on this one. Let's just see. Yeah, look at that. Pulls that right off of there. This is tedious stuff, though. Actually, that's not half bad. A couple passes with this stuff, and I think we'll be okay. I'm sorry, I got my big paw in the way. I'm out of practice. It's been a hot minute since I live streamed. Yeah, this is going to work, actually. This is going to work out pretty well. Better than I thought. Easier than I thought. So we're just going to keep. Might take a couple passes, and it's not the whole wire. It's just in certain exposed spots that it's got issues. Jacko's in. Hey, Jacko, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, this is the first stream of 2022, isn't it? It is the first stream of 2022. Yeah, right around the New Year, I just picked up this cold. It wasn't COVID. I just had this cold that would not freaking go away. And it's finally kind of subsided. I think you can probably still hear it. I'm still a little congested, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, the citrus strip's going to work out fine on this, I think. And this little nylon brush is going to be good, too. I'm a fan. So, I mean, this is just like the nitty-gritty stuff that you get into on these darn things, man. And then ideally, it'd be sweet just to get the harness laid in, get it cleaned up, get the harness laid in, and get the thing wired up. There's not much to the wiring on these. I mean, there's no lights. There's just a tail light and a headlight, no signals. And that looks okay. Still a little bit of a lingering burgundy kind of a thing. This looks pretty good. I wonder if just a piece of Scotch-Brite, maybe just a little bit of 409 on some Scotch-Brite could maybe just clean up some of these longer runs. Oh, there's a little crack in the insulator there. Probably want to tape that back up for sure. Ooh, no, that was, yeah, I should actually cover that up. That was not a motorcycle. That was, I caught that on, actually this 409 Scotch pad's working pretty good. It's actually knocking out some of the paint too. Paint's just kind of on that surface. So maybe the citrus strip might be a little overkill. I don't know. It actually was more of a burn. And what happened was I was running this thing and I was done using it and it was still spinning. And I reached to grab, I don't remember what I was grabbing, but I reached down under here and it was just spinning, like spinning down. And I just caught that sucker just like that, man. It's in a bad spot. It gets like irritated all the time. I'll cover that up. That's kind of gross. I didn't even think of that. So it's kind of where I'm at. That sucks. It's been a slow healer, man. Yeah, yeah, the 409's actually working better than the citrus strip, or at least it's a lot neater than the citrus strip. That's knocking that out pretty darn good. Because everything, all the connectors and everything looked really good. I'm probably going to go ahead and just do posi locks on everything anyway. So I'm not too worried about the bullet connectors and stuff. But yeah, oh my God. Screw the citrus strip. This is, I don't know why I've been procrastinating this so long. I thought this was going to be such a miserable task. And it's really not that bad. It's kind of caked in on some of these parts. Oh. Yeah, it's working really, really well. Note to self, 409 does work on this deal. So that's good. What y'all been working on, man? It's been a little while. I've seen we've gotten a couple bikes up and running in the group. That's awesome. I mean, that's pretty darn clean. This goes up underneath. I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal. It does bother me, though. I don't... Like, it's just like the burgundy, it just has to go away. I'm over it. I've been peeling that burgundy paint off of frickin' everything. But that already looks a million times better than what we started with there, so... Let's just kind of keep going. The other project, I think, tonight, and we could jump over to that here. We could kind of just work on multiple things as we go. Let me get you over here. I think sometimes you have a little bit better light over here. Rebuilding this Petcock. So cleaning and rebuilding the Petcock. Pat, you're working on carbs. Seems like the work on carbs never ends. It just never ends. It's always something. What's that? Looks like about a 14. I guess a 14. Ha, damn, I'm good. And this is going to just twist apart. I do have a full rebuild kit. I love these guys, man. Classic Honda restoration. Absolutely love this guy. Early 60s Hondas, parts and bikes. He had pretty much everything that I needed. For the Super Hawk. Tom, come over, help me rebuild this 305 engine. That's probably my biggest procrastination right now, is getting back at this motor. All right, so that goes there. I should actually take a couple pictures as I go along. Excited to get back to work on it. sometimes you just need to take a little bit of a break and get kind of re-inspired. There's a little tab on this. I'm sure that is important in some way, I would think. There is an O-ring and a little screen. Doc Jones is in. Hey, Doc, good to see you. And, God, is that all there really is to this? Let's see if I can pull this thing off. Whoa. Nope. Nope. Gonna need to cut that with something. Tim is the man. You know Tim? Jason? Yeah, this guy rocks, dude. Super cool. Clear communicator. This is actually a little loose. I want to make sure I get that tapped in. This should come off of here, I would guess. There's going to be a little O-ring down inside of there. Yeah, the classic Honda restoration. If you're working on I think he had Dreams and 305s, I think is mostly what his deal was. That's going to be bigger. Oh, even bigger yet. Oops, 18. Going to be a 19. I don't have my 19 over here, so I'll go over here and grab this. Yep, there's a little O-ring in there. I'm going to assume there's a little O-ring in there as well. I'm trying to remember if it's a right-handed thread. Oh, which one it goes? Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to take a picture of this as well, just the orientation of this bolt. I think that's important. Or of this nut. And it is a righty-loosey. All right, and there you can see this is pretty typical of these gaskets inside of here. They just tend to dry up and break and twist inside of here. It's probably one of the, on the 350s they're like this too, and I have broken so many of these little O-rings. Like, look at this thing just crumbling out of my hand. That's crispy critters in there. Trying to see if there's a particular groove. This one's kind of smashed into, it looks like it got twisted up in there pretty bad. So, good old dental pick time. See if I can stab myself in the finger. Come on, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you, buddy. What do we got? Yeah, I have a couple. Oh, Jason, a couple CB77s myself. Know the bike well. Tim sells lots of 305 parts. Lots. I didn't find anywhere else online that had that selection. It was really fast shipped, too. It was really, really great. Tom, you've been purchasing from them, too? Yeah, I'm a fan. So there is, it's going to be impossible to show you, but there is a little groove inside of here. You can kind of see it where this O-ring should go. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a little O-ring in here. Yup, there it is. There it is. There's the little O-ring there. Seen better days. I'd say that has seen some better days. So, all right, we got that. Then we got these two little washers, which I'm not sure. So we got to tear into that switch a little bit. Keep all these parts together here. So that'll go into the ultrasonic. I've got that. So old stuff can go there. Okay, so looks like these are all rounded off. So this is a little problematic here. Thinking of buying a set of mufflers for them. Can't find originals. Yeah, Tom, I've been looking for mufflers for 6 months. Do you guys do? Okay, I'm gonna fess up to something too. I gotta go grab something. I'm gonna show you something. probably another one of my biggest follies ever. So I thought I found mufflers. And look at these. I'll get your thoughts on this too. So check these out. They're beautiful. I was super stoked. Got them off eBay. They are made for the CB77 specifically. They're really nice. I think they're stainless. I'm just going to unpack it. I'll find another project for them someday. Or I might use them. I might just slap them on there and hold out until I can find one. Tom, you'll get a kick out of this. So it's got the bracket that we need because it's kind of a special setup. Here, let me grab one of the originals. So you can see the original also has a bracket, and I think this is the opposite side or whatever, but it's got the pin here, so it should like bolt right on, right? And I was kind of excited. Part of me wants to try and clean these, but look at these, it's all dented up, and it'd be terrible. Right, so what was awesome is that it had the little bracket in there, and that's exactly what we needed. And I was stoked. I was like, boom, I think I have my mufflers. And these were, oh, there we go, okay, cool. I was like, I think I'm good to go. And I didn't read the description quite well enough. See if you guys can spot the issue. There ain't no muffler about that. It's a megaphone, which sucks. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that ridiculous? It is. There's nothing silent about this at all. It is just a giant megaphone muffler. There is nothing in there. It's just like that. Doesn't that suck? Doesn't that suck? These were not cheap. These were not cheap, man. They were $350, I think, for the pair. Right, Travis? That ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's gonna be terrible. I may end up, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just show, I'm gonna search this real quick. I'm gonna show you because there's a big difference, and I realized my folly. Once I got it, I didn't read quite close enough. So here they are, right here, $359.78. Like, look at this. Look at this roach set here with holes and everything, $250. So let's see, open this up. So if you click through on the photos, this particular one, see, they don't have this, there's nothing inside of it. They're just going to be loud beasts. So I don't think that's going to work. But there was another one from the same guy. And what I should have done is looked a little bit more closely. They were more expensive, $413. And if you click on these, so this is a diffuser. Okay, so keep in mind so here is this. So a diffuser and a megaphone, apparently that must be different, right? So this looks like these might be quieter, but they're still a megaphone. So do you guys know what the difference is? Would these be quieter? Is there internals on these? I have no freaking clue. But I've got this set of megaphones, which blows, honestly. It's like super, super, super depressing. I'm bummed that I messed that up so bad. What about the baffles in the originals? Do you think I could put those in? Tom, been there? Some sort of a baffle. It's just an open end. I don't know what I would do with it. You know, it's like, oh, hell, there. I mean, explain to me like how I could do that. Because they're beautiful pipes. They look freaking beautiful. I love them. See if the baffles are in here. You know, these are freaking straight too. I don't see anything inside of here. I can check the other one. Yeah, it's a real puzzlement and a real waste of money. So let's take a look inside of this one. See if this is the same. Yeah, this is the same deal. There's no baffle in here either. So, yeah, Jason, yeah, they would be way small, right? But I don't think they're in there. I don't see nothing in there. I really don't see anything in there. So that was a big waste of money, and I don't want to ship them back because it was like into Indonesia or whatever. So these would be ridiculously loud. These would be so loud, but they're so pretty and they're so nice. I wonder, I don't know. I'm open to ideas, man, but it's just wide open. I don't know how I could do anything with that. Baffle's been removed on those. Yep. Yeah, so the guy I'm working on this bike for told me he pulled the baffles out or something, and back in the day the cop pulled them over or whatever and made him put them back in, but then he said he drove down the road and then took them out again. So I don't know, Doc. It kind of, see if they see baffles. I'd say it's worth finding out. Yeah, so I did reach out to him, and like I got literally an email that was like, yeah, I've emailed them, Lab Rat, and I got a, like a broken sentence reply that those are megaphones. Sell baffles. Yeah, see, so interesting. So look at the design difference in these. See how, like on these, like there's another piece on here that's like screws in here. I'm thinking these would be mufflers, but like wouldn't they be called like silencers? I'm really puzzled because I love these pipes. I think these would be fantastic, but they're just going to be too loud. But see how they have like there's something in there. There's some internal on these for sure, and they look really great on the bike. I think that they would work really, really well. But do you think that that is like the, I guess my question is, what's the freaking difference between somebody saying a diffuser versus like a silencer? Maybe you could find generic baffles, the right size, and drill into the sides to secure them. Travis, that's not a bad idea. I didn't even really think about just kind of modifying these. But because you see on this, like this one, the megaphone or whatever they call it, the non-diffuser version, it's just flat. And there were like little bolt holes and stuff holding that stuff in. It might be worth it. The email that I got back was not helpful, really at all. You know, I had to kind of imagine what they were trying to say. Find generic baffles the right size and drill into the sides. That would be something new to do. They're too nice to not use on something for sure. I wonder, I've never really dove into anything like this before. So let's do muffler baffle. Be looking for something like that. And then just find the right diameter. So this is 51 millimeters. God, you guys might be just solving my problem for me right now. Wouldn't that be something? I'm just got my little deal here. Yeah, these are freaking big. Like 75 millimeter. Yeah, they're pretty thick. 75 millimeter. Let's just see if it's even a darn thing. So there's something there. You know, that's probably all it is. I just need to look, and that's really all I'm looking for, right, guys? That'd be what I'm looking for. Something like that would be sweet. That would, I could be able to just put it right in there like that. Oh man, these are really big though. 2-inch. All right, that gives me an idea that I could maybe retrofit this. And it looks like it's pretty cheap. But finding one that big is going to be the problem, I think. Ooh, there you go. No baffle allowed. Slip-on mufflers. 60 millimeters. That's getting a little bit bigger. That might be the route to go. I like that suggestion. And that would definitely silence it, right? Yep, that's what we're doing. Googling together on all this stuff. Tons of them, but these aren't original pipes. So I'm not sure if like those baffles would even work. So let's take a look. Let's take a gander, but I think that this might be an option here. Oh, CB77 muffler baffles. 38 to 44. This is really big. Yeah, this will take some research to figure that out. But ultimately, that's really all I'm looking for. I love it. Let me see if I can do inches. I'm just going to do a quick measurement again. It's like 2.6 inches. He's big. Fixing screw. Yep, this would be a new project to get into on that. Even better to weld them. Yeah, welding them would be nice. But God, wouldn't that mess up the finish on this, wouldn't it? I don't know. I could put them on and it'd just be a loud SOB, right? Tack weld it. Yep. Yeah, just have to make sure the measurements. Yeah, they're freaking beauties. And they should bolt right on. So, yeah, it's just that was like a real kick in the pants. They showed up like right before Christmas break. And I was like, yeah, they would probably rattle loose totally, Doc. Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, hum diddy, right? It's always something. It's always something. All right, back to this thing. What the hell was I doing here? All right, I was going to find my JIS screwdriver. I wonder, like I'm almost wondering, I wonder if that guy would just sell me some of the baffles for the pipes with the diffuser. That might be my first option, to just see if he would sell me that part, and I could figure out a way to put it together. All right, I need to take a quick photo of this as well for the catalog. Otherwise, I'm going to end up putting my thing all back together backwards. So yeah, 16 people on the stream. How fun is that? Thanks so much, everybody. Hit that like button. Go get that free sticker. All right, there's that. There is a really small. I don't want to lose that, that's for sure. Don't want to lose that. And, oh, sorry, guys. And let's see if this will pop out of here. That's really the only other part. So this is a pretty simple little petcock here. There it is. Come on out of there. I'm going to actually take a quick photo of this too, just in case there's a little orientation that I need to be worried about. There we go. There that is. This is actually still pretty malleable, surprised. Travis, awesome, man. Thanks for watching the vids, man. Hope they're helpful. In the middle of a rebuild, you doing a 350? I've been kind of happy to see that a lot of people are finding the videos useful even when they're not working on a 350. That's been really, really cool. All right, this feels kind of loose. This intake for the fuel line. Doesn't look like there's anything else in this. So I think what we should do is let's do a proper clean on this thing, man. Yeah, the live streams are have been a lot of fun for sure. And honestly, the live streams kind of keep me motivated. Otherwise, sometimes I might sit around and play too many video games or, you know, do unproductive things. So, all good. That's off. Let's see. Put a little Dalbadulia in there. Well, the CLR's been working really, really well. And I don't need much. So, got just a little bit of water. And let's turn this bad boy on. I think what I'll do here real quick as well is while this thing warms up. Ooh, God, that was loud. There we go. I'm going to heat that. But then I'm going to just kind of spray this down a little bit here, man. Watch 24 for the 24th time. Now, it's too soon. Too soon. Although Kiefer Sutherland did come out with a new country music album. It's actually his third album. You might not know that. Jack Bauer, he must have gotten out of the Russian prison because he's now making country music. And I'm not like a huge country music fan, but I'm a huge Kiefer Sutherland fan. So I actually enjoyed it. I listened to it. Love the Scramblers. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into a 350 here. You know, just like every step of the way on this particular project on the Super Hawk is brand new. So it's kind of like back to that research phase. Nothing's really the same. Nothing's really all that familiar, you know. All right, yeah, you can see there's a little bit of gunk down in here. We'll try that and we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think like a year to 2 years on one of these rebuilds is not out of the question. I am blown away by some of these other YouTube channels and stuff that it seems like they're knocking out bikes like every week. It's like, holy buckets. It's quite impressive. So I'm just dropping these little bits into my Ultrasonic, hanging out there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on there. Hopefully this doesn't mess with the audio too bad. That'll be good, whatever. Let me know in the chat if that's messing with the audio. The thing's loud. It's definitely loud. So here's our old stuff, all hanging out right there. Yeah, 18 months to it. Yeah, I can totally, and especially depending on like your work situation. You know, I wouldn't have been able to do all of the bikes and stuff that I've been able to work on if it wasn't honestly for COVID. My job has me traveling around quite a bit, or it did before the pandemic. So none of this probably would have even happened. I don't think. I think the YouTube videos would have happened. I don't know if I would have gotten into the live streaming so much. I just haven't had time. In fact, I'm really, as things are opening up too, I'm starting to figure out how I can keep it going. I don't know if I can do it weekly, just with my day job and stuff. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do like monthly mega streams or something like that. Tom, I have some engine rebuild information that may help you. Please send me all the information that you have. All of it. I'm going to be getting into that here. Travis, you're in about 12 months. 18 sounds about right. Yeah, well, 12 months, so add a few more onto that. It's going to be riding weather, so hopefully this spring you'll be out riding on that. Hoping to take it to Vintage 1000 Rally. Cool. I want to get down to that Vintage Moto Days or whatever. Where is that? It's in Ohio Motorcycle Days. I'd love to go down there one year. That would be a blast. I'm just kind of trying to stay away from the Ultrasonic right now. Yeah, here's kind of where I'm currently at with the motor. It's all here. And you know what? I think I'm going to make an executive decision. I want to polish it. Is that wrong? I know I'm supposed to paint it cloud silver or paint it. I just don't want to paint it. I think that's also slowing me down because I just don't want to paint this engine. I would much rather just polish everything and get everything nice and clean and polish the aluminum and just make this thing pop. Would that be wrong? The guy who owns the bike asked me, he's like, well, is it worth more money if you paint it or is it worth more to people if you polish it? And I'm like, well, it just depends on the person. I don't think it really impacts value at all. I mean, this was a $3,500, $4,000 bike maybe. Paint it, Tula? That's not what I want to hear. You're supposed to like, yeah. Wouldn't it look so nice, all shiny though? And plus I wouldn't have to heat the garage and do all that. So yeah, we got a long ways to go. Gasket surfaces are all surprisingly pretty good. And it's gone through one big degrease so far. And then everything else is just kind of hanging out there. All right, polish. Okay, we got one polish. Vapor blast. I love that. I love it. Yeah, I really like polishing, Jason. So I actually think polishing is easier than painting. You know, I really do. Jason, I've done both, and cloud silver looks really good. Polish is just a lot of time. Elbow grease would be crazy. It's not your bike. Yeah, it's not my bike, but I think it would look. I think it would look amazing. It would. Yeah, I also think it would just stand up longer too. But cross that path when that time comes. Really don't want to paint it. I just hate the idea of painting it. Got all the paint though. I do have all the paint. And yeah. So lots and lots and lots and lots. Yeah, the blue is freaking incredible on this thing. By far the nicest bike that I've done so far. Everything's popping really, really good. The 2K Clear did an amazing job on this. I mean, it's clean, really, from front to back here. Nope, Tom, not doing the bottom end. I don't see a need to do that. Yeah, like even like all the way down to the damn knobs, you know, and the lights. Everything is... It's pretty special. It's going to be a pretty special little bike. Lots of these little ankle biter kind of projects, though, that I got to work my way through. So that's really where I'm at this point. Boy, that Ultrasonic's really loud. Really loud in here tonight. Keep going back to painting the engine. Doc. Yeah, the handlebars worked out great, dude. Yeah, got the proper flat bar on that. Yeah, I love that style. Yep, just nice and flat. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna sit really cool. I think it's gonna be a fun one to ride. Long ways away from that though. Long ways away from that. Although I do think the motor will probably go pretty quick once I get the paint on it. Oh, good. Good, good, good. All right, so let's start moving through. So I think this one's good. This has a little bit of a tear in it, but it's not in the wire. It's just on the insulator. So I may get some insulator and just kind of rewrap some of that stuff. No, Jason, I had to buy that little mud flap. It was missing on the original. Oh, here's more damn burgundy paint. This is going to be just a labor of, like, how far do you want to go with it? I guess that comes off easy enough. No, I found the mud flap on eBay. It's not an original flap, but it's pretty darn close. I mean, I think it's molded off of an original, is what I think, but it's a replica piece. You know what I could do is I could rewire the ignition. I believe this is my ignition spot right here. So that could get rewired tonight. Get that all plugged back in. Shrink tube, yep, totally. That would be the plan. That would be the plan. Yeah, this is just like tedious and annoying. That's what this is. Cleaning wires. You know, it's not very romantic, but it has to be done. Because you can't go and put these dirty wires all over a bike. And I got to clean up some of these contacts. See, they're got a little rust on them, so we got to clean all that up. Maybe Jason can help with the tab on the swing arm. Yeah, well, I think I might have come up with a little solution for it, like making a little bracket. It's just like another thing to slow me down, though, you know. That's what's kind of bugging me. It's just another thing. So here's a starter solenoid. I probably could have bought a new one of these. But let's see if we can clean it up a little bit. Yeah, for the most part, Travis, I think I'm going to keep this one original. I'm not going to put an electronic ignition in it. I put points in my last, the Apocalypse bike. That's the silver bike that maybe you've seen on the channel. I really enjoyed, like, how that worked. And I don't really ride a lot. So I don't think, like, maintaining the points is going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, that 409, dude, I'm kind of shocked how well this is working. It's just like overspray on everything. Here, the stupid Ultrasonic's going to turn off here in a second. Thank God. That's driving me nuts. It's just like these little details are really important as you get to the kind of the end of the road on these things, because if you don't do it, it's going to stand out. Yeah, I'm with you, Tom. I mean, I would like to do this one original. I mean, who knows what kind of... I mean, I'm a long ways from the end on this deal. So, it's not gonna... I have time to change my mind on many things. Ugh, just the thought of painting those side covers just leaves like this nasty taste in my mouth. Let's see, there's that. You know, that actually cleaned up pretty good. I may just paint this. That might be a good deal. Replace with modern stuff as it fails. That's kind of what I was thinking. If I run into a problem along the way. Good. I'm glad that that's not being an issue. I was able to find like a new condenser and everything. Here, let me pull the tank off. I'll show you kind of the underbelly of this thing. Let me drop the gas tank on the ground. But you can see, you know, brand new coils are in. Coils are in. And then I did get, you can't really see it here, but there's like a brand new condenser in there. Condenser and coils brand new. So that's all gonna look good. So yeah, the underside here, all of that came out really, really great. I did scrape off all the paint, make sure I had good grounds on everything. So I shouldn't run into an issue. 4-into-1 had the coils. I was really surprised by that, but they did have them in the proper configuration. The long kind of a tube coil. So yeah, it's all there. It's just kind of slowly going together, one kind of piece at a time. Moving on through. Yeah, I'm not sure how to test the solenoid either. I can hear it click, and that usually is good enough. Yeah, I don't know if that video I did it quite right. I mean, I was just kind of looking to make sure it actuated. I'm not sure if that video actually tested it or not. Like, I lucked out and the solenoid was fine. I think I'm going to paint this. I'm actually going to scrape this up and I'm going to paint that. So there's two. So we got 1, 2. Where's the other one? Here's the other one. So those two are done, I think. I'm going to rewrap those two. And we'll be good there. Now this one's going to suck. Oh, here, let's do the easy one. Let's do the brake switch. 4-into-1, Tom Foley. Yeah, Travis. I was really surprised like how much that they had for the 305. Now this classic Honda Restoration has way more. But I don't think he had the coils. I do believe I got those from 4-into-1. And some other rando parts. I actually need to get this classic Honda Restoration added to my website because he really is awesome for what he's doing. And I also like that he packs his parts with newspaper. So when you get it, you can like read like another area's newspaper bits. I always find that kind of fun. Yeah. Tedious stuff. But that actually cleans up pretty good. Just 409 and a 3M pad. That works. So the brake system, or the brake lights and everything, that's another puzzlement that I need to rework through. I know where it mounts. I know how it goes. I'm just not sure how it actually mounts to the frame yet. It's kind of it's a puzzlement right now for me on that front. Gonna have to get the book out and look at it. So far, those manuals that I bought, they really haven't been that useful. The parts list has been super useful. That's the only one. But as far as like the manual goes, meh. It's not that good. Not that good. You do? So do I. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. That'll be the one I get to keep. I'll give the guy his bike back, and then I'll get to keep a model kit. So that'll be fun. A memory. It will just live on YouTube. It'll live on forever on YouTube. Just greasy bits. This is just the time-consuming stuff, man. It's like you forget. Yeah, I got it. It's all laying on the floor here. I'm just trying to figure out how exactly it goes together. I haven't had that spark of genius yet. There. Just cleaning little things. But if you don't clean it, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb against everything else that looks freaking amazing. So there, I think that's good though. That will work. There's that piece of wiring. Feel good about that. Let's check the ultrasonic. Let me move this out of the way. And let's just take a look-see to see how that all turned out. Cruising on the stream. Don't forget to go and request that free sticker. KeepOnWrenching.com. Ooh. This all actually looks pretty good. I think I'll wire brush it here real quick, just a little bit, but bada bing, bada boom, that thing is clean on the inside. That was all corroded and gross and nasty. That looks fine. This has all kinds of, what is that? Is that some sort of like a weird sealant on there? That's concerning. Got a little bit of gunk down in these corners here. I'm just going to quick brush that. Kind of agitate it a little bit. And we'll give it, I'll probably give it one more run, but what do you guys think that is? I think that's some sort of a sealer. Is that something I should be worried about? That's weird. Looks like there's like little stars inside of that. I don't know, man. Yeah, back in, we'll give it one more blast. One more blast in the ultrasonic. And I'm actually going to add just a little bit more water. Running a little low. There we go. Lid on. And heat on and on. Yeah, I've got to do the whole rear brake assembly on this whole darn thing yet. It's all there. Got it all kind of laying out right there. Sitting there, ready to go back on. This was a puzzlement, getting that spring around there just right. But I got it. Doesn't that look nice, though? Nice big chip in that. Kind of a bummer. But it'll be fine. Totally serviceable. So yeah, this is kind of like probably the weekend project I'm thinking is probably get the brakes and everything rocking and rolling on it. Thinking that's where what I'll end up doing. I'm just trying to get some of these little ankle biter things going on. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge for sure. God, it is chilly down here, man. Chilly down here. Just got to get away from that ultrasonic cleaner for a little bit. Michael Bloom. Awesome. Thanks, dude. Michael Bloom coming in, firing off the Jack Bauer emote. $5 through the super chat, man. I love seeing that. Loving that come in here. I had to replace my ignition. Is there a way to key my forks and helmet lock to match the new ignition keys? So, the locksmith that I went to, I don't know if this will help you at all, but he took the number off of the original ignition and he was able to make a key for mine. My ignition was missing the key. I think that's a good question for a locksmith. I don't know, but I was pretty blown away that he was able to like just cut a key in like 2 minutes and got this ignition working again. Thanks for the $5, man. Thank you so much, man. Next time I hoist a pint at the local watering hole, I'll be thanking you, Michael. That's awesome. So, can you rekey? So you've got a new ignition. The ignition came with a key. That's a good question. It's like the exact reverse of what I had to deal with. I don't know. Anybody ever do that? Let's hop over here real quick. Just kind of check on statuses of things. Again, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to go and subscribe. Keep on Wrenching YouTube channel. That's kind of where it's all at. And again, here's on Keep on Wrenching website, stickers. You can request your free sticker right here. And fill out that form. I'll get that in the mail. I'm going to do that this weekend, so you can go ahead and get yourself a Keep on Wrenching sticker, just so you know you want to see what that looks like. It's a nice big sticker. Keep on wrenching. All right, get one of those in the mail, and yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, but Jacko, the locksmith near me, well, I guess he was like 45 minutes away. I just walked in and he looked it up and he cut a key. So I don't know if you need to necessarily do it online. Just call some local locksmiths to see if they can do that for you. Keep on Wrenching community group. Let's see, how we doing over here? Let's do a quick refresh on this. 457 members. Oh, where do I find Keep on Wrenching apparels? Thanks, George. Thanks, George, aka Tula, for sharing that. Appreciate that. And yeah, so that's an awesome one. Thanks, Terry. I hope you pick up something nice there. I always need to add a little bit more stuff to the mix over there. So yeah, get your stickers. Local's always better. Support the local businesses. Yeah, he was a cool dude. I have his keychain somewhere. I should actually give him a little bit of props because he did a really remarkable thing in doing that. I was just blown away that like he had that code. He just looked it up on a computer and here it is. Sweet. I wasn't losing my mind. So it's Town Locksmith in where was it? Plymouth, Michigan. I had to drive a little ways to get to that one, but Plymouth, Michigan, Town Locksmith. I did call, I bet 5 or 6 different places to see if they would do motorcycle keys, and he was the only one out of those that would do a motorcycle key. So big thanks to Town Locksmith in Plymouth, Michigan, for doing that for me. So it can be done. Can be done. Let's go back over here. Stop procrastinating. Yeah, it's a beautiful bike, though. It's going to be so nice. Just got to get it done. That's the problem. All right, let's just kind of start at one end and just kind of do this. I guess that's what I'm doing. I would love to just get this thing wired, you know, and get it to light up again. And 409's knocking this freaking paint right out, man. God, who'd have thunk it? Something so simple like that. Yeah, God, I've been procrastinating this for a month. It's like, I don't wanna. I've had a case of the I don't wannas. Do you guys ever go through some of that where you just kind of lose some steam? Yeah, call around, Michael. Might be easier to key the new lock to the old key then. That is not a bad idea. I mean, there has to be a way to do it. There has to be a way to do it. I never really used my steering lock or anything, so. But the cool thing is that all of that stuff will work with the key setup that I got because he was able to match that key or find the replacement key. It's so crazy that like all that information is out there and that he had that. He's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll just type it into my computer. I'll get that for you. I was literally there for 3 minutes. And I was like out of there. Mind blowing. I think he could tell that my mind was blown. I was like, no way, you just like did that? And he was like, oh yeah, ain't no big thing. It's what I do. Doc Jones, that's what I call January. I hope that is just what it is. Because I have not been super motivated to do much. Need the hope of spring. Need the hope of spring back. This is actually cleaning up okay. I doubt I'll be able to get like all of this burgundy paint off, but I'll give it a hell of a go. Would be best probably just to recoat it, I think. Yeah, well, Doc Jones, I'm really glad that maybe I'm not the only one, because I've been feeling like a real kind of loser lately, because I'm just like, God, I just don't wanna. I end up just kind of sitting on the couch, turning on the Xbox and playing some golf, or what else have I been playing? Golf. I've been playing a lot of DayZ lately. Been playing some Madden football as well. Yeah, it must just be a winter thing. So not the most exciting project tonight, but it's one that needs to be done. And nothing like the pressure of a live stream to like pull out all the best content, you know? So here's a really bad paint spot right in here. It just kind of knocks it out. Yeah. So here's going to be the big test right here in this Y area. See if we can clean this all up. Thank you. Oh, that ultrasonic turned off again. Thank God. Yeah, like even sprayed all the contacts and everything on this thing with this burgundy paint. It's like, dude, why? So there's a bunch right there. Let's see if that'll, oh man, just wipes right off. Woo, okay. This feels pretty good to not get this knocked out. There'll be another hurdle eliminated. Eliminating these small little hurdles. Because it's like sometimes like I just want a wrench and then I'm like, oh, I can't do that until I kind of put in the time and do this. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go play video games. Or watch some Netflix or anything. Yeah. I almost feel like I should just get this rectifier off of there right now. Get that off of there, because I'm just banging it around and stuff now. Wow, we've been going for an hour already? Holy buckets. Holy buckets. Just taking good photos of everything before I go and tear this all apart. So then I can clean this all well. I think that'll be good. Yeah, thanks for the support on the stream tonight, guys. I was kind of bumming, you know, the last few weeks. I've been just kind of honestly, just chilling and resting and trying to get rid of that cold. But I was like, God darn it, I wonder if I might have screwed myself by not streaming. Yeah, this is orange. I'm going to just kind of take a picture as I go. These pictures have been so invaluable as I've been kind of getting to rebuild stage, you know. It's like, oh, how did that go? How did that spring lay in there? Oh, yeah, that spring went like that, and it went over there like that. Take lots and lots of pictures. I need to, like, just make a video of, like, 5 tips, you know, or something, just basic kind of stuff. Because it does make a huge, huge, huge difference when you're doing that. Oh, come on, don't fight me here. Ah, thank you. It's always like that last screw doesn't want to come out. And then you spend a half hour trying to get that out. But we were not denied today. All right, so there's that. I should test this, actually. But right now, we're focusing on the wiring, getting the wires. But that does look pretty damn good, though. Just shoot. But this is gonna not be all that fun. Let's see if it'll knock this off. It'll come off, but it's not gonna. This stuff's caked on. This one got a couple coats. This part of it got a couple coats of the burgundy paint. Trying to think if there's any more lingering burgundy paint anywhere. This could be the last remnants of it. Once we get this cleaned up. Okay, that one cleaned up pretty good. Comes off really easily on like these types of parts, but not so much on the wrapped parts. Doesn't come off quite as easily off of this. There's like a tape wrap on this. I might need to use that other stuff on this. This is pretty thick. This is pretty thick. I'm going to try to put some of this on here and just see if we can loosen this up a little bit. I think this is the first bike that I haven't put a new wiring harness in, and I'm going to try and just get it all done. I'm happy. I'm happy you're happy, Doc. Moto, how you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. We're doing thrilling stuff. Tom, I purchased another 66 Super Hawk about a week ago. It is real convenient to go look at the other bike for reference. Absolutely, man. Oh my God. Like the CB125 or the CL125 and the CB100 that I have, I'm putting that 125 back together slowly but surely. I'll get there eventually. Having that CB100 laying over here too has been super useful because I'm able to, like, how the hell did that go? Oh, it went like that. Got it. Yeah, this is really the only challenging part is this one little nubbin right here. Not bad. This is getting the old fingers, though. Getting the old fingers to work out here. Woof. Got that. You know, what do they call that? like, not carpal tunnel, that's in your wrists, but makes for some stuff. When in doubt, just use your fingernail. Thrilling stuff. Thrilling stuff. Yeah, this is almost like stained burgundy. I might just wrap it, but all the paint is pretty much off there. I don't know if I'm going to get much more of that off, to be quite honest with you. It's just kind of embedded in there. The claw, yeah. Fancy seeing you here, Moto. Good to see you. I don't know, man. That is light years ahead of where it was. I mean, look at that. That's all pretty damn clean. This is like one of those cloth wires. Just a little bit. See how it's like discolored there? I don't think I'm going to get that out. No, I can't even pick that off. So I think the next step is really cleaning contacts. Going through this really meticulously. Trying to deal with it. Yeah, I mean that little cloth one actually cleaned up. One wire at a time. One wire at a time. Do. So that's to that, that's to that. I feel pretty good about that. I think this looks pretty good. There's just this little bit there is bugging me a little bit, but not sure there's much. Not much I can do about that. Probably be easier just to retape it. Said that like 20 times, but I'll just keep saying it again. It's like a little bit of like tar or something all over some of this stuff too. Use a little solvent and a rag for the small areas. You can try something. The 409 and the 3M pad worked really well. I shall remember that trick. Good as new. Look at that. Boom. Oh, you can't see it. It's too much glare. Trust me, it looks beautiful. And then just trying to clean this up. Okay, so this was covered in burgundy paint, but it actually turns out that it's a brown wire. So that's good. Now I can see the color, which is great. Here's a yellow wire with burgundy paint. Here's a blue, and I believe this is going to be a white with burgundy paint. Oh. Yeah, that's just like permanently discolored right there. I don't think I'm going to get that out. I can rewrap it. I can rewrap it. Okay, let's take a break on this. Go back to the Petcock, or the pet rooster. Isn't that what it is? Pet rooster. All right, back to the ultrasonic. So our parts came out. Ooh. Mo better. Yeah, I always love pulling stuff out of the ultrasonic for the first time. Or, you know, once it's all kind of done. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a sealant or something all over it. I agree, Michael. I agree. I think it was an abundance of caution, I think, on my other bikes. that I just bought them. So that looks great. That looks fabulous. Oh my God, I just had a little idea too. All right, so there's that. This came out beautiful. Look at that. Brand spanking new, I'm telling you. In class, so better head out. Pay attention in class now. Yeah, that came out fabulous. And this little dealie. This little doohickey here. Yeah, Pat, definitely advantages to it. This one looks so simple, though. Like, the wiring on this is really straightforward, I think. Famous last words, right? Probably just jinxed myself. There's that. And there's that. All right. So, got a couple of different options here. We could quick polish some of this, or we could use the rub and buff. We could get the rub and buff out and start rubbing and buffing on this stuff. I think I'm just going to use the quick polish on this. Especially on like the visible bit. Guess I could take you over here and you could watch me drop small pieces on the floor. See if this even buffs out or not. I'm not even sure if it will. Should. Getting hot is what it is doing. Need my little fork. Clean my pad a little bit. Simple Green D works pretty good. In the Ultrasonic. Little Simple Green D. Some CLR works really, really good too. I mean, shoot. I mean, even sometimes just dish soap and water can work pretty good too. Yeah, Michael, I've really gotten into those Posi-Lock connectors. I like them because I can take the stuff apart. That's what I like about it. So if something does go awry, I can just like disconnect them. I like that. Good set of crimpers. A good set of crimpers. Well, that looks pretty good. Doggone it. I'll take that. Just gotta wipe a little bit of this excess off of here. The other thing we could do is we could rub and buff as well. Shoe. Okay. Got to think here. I don't think that there was really an orientation. There are no markings. And so that goes in there like that. This goes on here. Let's see, how did that go? Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Might have to get the little parts thing out again because I don't freaking remember now. This went like this. Right? I believe so. Okay, this only goes one way, it looks like. That goes like that, and that goes like that. I think that's right. I think that's right. Tom, see ya, man. Have a good evening, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I don't think that this had... This goes only one way, I bet. Can you guys even see? Hell no. Hell no. Yep. There we go. Yep. I think that's how that goes. I think that's how that goes. Where's my freaking screwdriver now? Oh man, getting sleepy though. Bam. Bam. That nice shiny knob. Nice shiny knob. Alright. So then, what's this extra one for? This must be, this one goes here. Trying to remember. I gotta look at my photo. I don't remember what the hell's going on here. Yep, that's right. That's right. All right, so this went like this, and this went like this. Oops. That was pointed there like that. And this ring goes in there like that. Just like that. And that was all there was to it on this bowl. What are those two washers for? That is my only puzzlement right now. That is my only puzzlement right now. So there's that. Joop, joop, joop. Joop, joop, joop. And then we've got this little bad boy. It needs to slide inside there. I don't know what these... Do you anybody know what those two washers are for? I didn't see anything come apart off of that. This just needs to get down into this little crevasse down in here. These are tricky little buggers, man. Because they got to just sit in there just perfectly. Just like that. And like that. And that gets attached to the tank. So, there it is. There's rebuilt. Michael, the first time you get an open barrel right, you look at it and yell, yes! There are many of those moments along the way of rebuilding motorcycles. I'm going to try a little bit of rub and buff. I'm feeling a little bit of rub and buff action. Tula, did you try the rub and buff yet? That could be. That could be. Actually, no, it would just screw on. It just screws onto the tank. So there wouldn't be any bolts there. I don't know what those are for. Yeah, that's true. Dave123, good point. Yeah, the posi locks definitely are not stock looking in any way. So this rub and buff, man, this stuff is pretty damn cool. You don't need much, but let's just see what we can do with it. Like literally that'll probably, like this little dab right here will probably be enough to do the whole darn thing. Kind of tempted to do the whole carb. I might have exaggerated a little bit. I might need a little bit more, but a little goes a long ways. And you literally just rub it in. Like, look at that. Makes that look pretty damn minty, man. Hepcat Harley turned us on to this stuff on the live stream a while back. Again, it just kind of adds that little oomph, that little finishing touch that you're kind of looking for. Yeah, like look at that, night and day. That's pretty impressive, honestly. I mean, what do they say? That's better than a kick in the ass. That's better than a kick in the ass. Just don't want to get it too thick. But man, a little bit goes a long ways. And you just want to keep kind of buffing it out. And it'll get really nice and smooth. Like there, I got a little carried away with the amount that I used. Okay, look at that. Looks great. And so this other part here that I used some of this on a while back, the stuff like kind of dries on there, so it doesn't wipe off easily or anything. I'm really impressed with it. I got a little carried away with how much I used on this, but buff it out. And like the more you kind of work it in, just the smoother that finish gets. Look at that. That's like a night and day difference right there. Grab a little bit. Man, my hands are really sore. I'm curious to see like how long this stuff lasts, like if it fades over time or anything. I'm very curious to see how it does. That's possible, Doc Jones. But doesn't that look nice? It just like shines it right up. It's like a wax. Or it feels like a wax. But damn, that almost looks like a brand new Petcock right there. Oh my God, I can barely use my fingers right now. I'm like starting to shake. This is actually really, really fun. I'm kind of enjoying this. Jeffrey, thanks for being here, man. No worries. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah, it's good to see all the usual suspects kind of showing up in the stream tonight. It's awesome. Yeah, I love this. Love it. Just make sure I don't miss any. Don't miss any spots. Oh, like look at that, just dropping stuff. My hands just don't even work. I would think so. I don't think it's going to do any harm. I mean, as long as you don't like get it into any of the, you know, like on a carburetor or something, like if there's any ports or anything, so you don't get it into that. I think it'll be fine. The key, as I'm kind of using this, is it really is the buff. Like you need to like buff over it. But damn, look at that. That is pretty spectacular. Oh, I gotta do the bottom of the nut here. It's the only thing I missed. And that is a rebuilt. Freaking rebuilt. See if this works on this, on the nut. Be kind of cool. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yeah, it's like almost like a wax. Like when you apply it, it feels like you're putting like a little bit of a wax coat on stuff. And it's the silver leaf is what it's called. Rub and Buff Silver Leaf. Ah, I'm a fan of that, man. I am a fan. That looks really great. Look at that. Bum, 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 bum. Looks damn near new. So like kind of comparison-wise, put this lid back on here. You don't need much, man. Jeez, that'll probably be the only tub of that I'll ever need in my whole life. So here's the carbs that we rebuilt before. Just like that. Oh, do I want to do a whole carb? I don't know if my fingers can freaking do that tonight, man. Right, Doc? I'm kind of stoked by that. That looks beautiful. So basically, it's kind of the same deal here. It went from this dull to a really nice, shiny. Just like that. And again, see if I can get this to focus so you can see. Gosh, come on, focus. Why is that so hard to focus? There. Oh, I had it. I had it. Rub and Buff Silver Leaf. Good stuff, man. So like, just like, I'm going to do the carbs, pretty much the whole deal, but I just want to show you, again, just a little dab, just a little blob. Pretty much all you really need. And like, let's just do like this part of this carburetor. And just kind of rub it in. And look at how far that one little blob will go. I need to make a video on this stuff. And then you just buff it. Work it in. And you get all this kind of the streak out of it. It's like right now you can kind of see some of the streak, but if you go over it a little bit more, all that streakiness kind of leaves. You're left with something like that. So it's like goes from like that to like that. Yeah, man, I'm a fan of this stuff, man. This is good stuff. I think like maybe a shoe polish brush or something would work really well, maybe. I'm not sure. Q-tips aren't quite the right deal. Not quite soft enough to buff it all out. But my God, that looks like. I'm really curious to see like how long this stuff will last. Very curious to see how that goes. But yeah, it's like really waxy almost to the surface too. Rub and buff. Silver leaf. Pretty awesome. I will finish these carburetors later. That's a good, that's like a good project just to like sit on the couch and just rub and buff. But man, there we go. I'm pretty stoked about that. Petcock's done. So pretty much the gas system is done now. Carburetors are done. Petcock is done. That could all get hooked up. I don't know. Did I forget this one? Yeah, I never pulled that one out. So these are all the original pieces right here. Not sure what these two stupid little washers are. They've got to be for something. I'm just going to put all this stuff back in together like that. I have replaced everything that I took apart. That's all I know. So I'm good there. All right. So this can go. I'm going to put this card on my board because I like the guy. Whew. And where the hell am I going to put that? I'll just throw that in the box too. I was kind of happy the bike actually did come with a tool kit. Check it out. Looks like everything is there even. Anybody know what this is for? What is that for? It's got to have a purpose. A 10 millimeter. There's the magic 10 millimeter. Looks like maybe, no, everything's here. And this must be, I bet this is for the points. So flatty, nope, those are all JIS bits right there. So it's got a full tool kit. And shock adjuster. I don't see an extra fuse. So that would be one thing that I would want to put in that kit for sure. So yeah, a little tool kit. We can clean up this this case. Yeah, look at that. It's got the Honda emblem on it. You can kind of see it there. I wonder if we could just spray this down real quick, just kind of degrease it just to see. Just give it a little clean. God, there's burgundy paint on this damn thing too. Look at that burgundy paint. Didn't even take the darn toolkit out of it. There you can see the Honda emblem a little bit better there. Yeah. Have to give those, God, we can polish up all these wrenches. Do a really nice presentation on that. So much to do. So much to do. Jacko picked up some purple power. Awesome. Good stuff. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Glad it's working out for you. Just got to clean up here just a little bit. You got that kind of a mess. Yeah, just be careful with that purple power on aluminum. Don't leave it on aluminum very long. Sorry, yawn. Sorry. My bad. I'm sleepy. I guess the only other thing is this ignition, but that all goes back into the harness. I mean, we made some nice little progress here, honestly. Let's go back over here. God, it looks so nice. Here is this down here. So that can go all here. So I've got all my carburetor stuff. Oops, carburation, Petcock, all that good stuff. This is Honda Dream stuff there. And then we've got our cleaned up wiring harness. Spray a little bit of black paint on that solenoid. That's going to be good to go. That's going to be good to go. Boom. That looks like a fun weekend project, to be quite honest. It's going to be pretty fantastic. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, I need to drink coffee. I'm falling asleep. Oh. There. That actually went like way smoother than I thought it was gonna go. Good call on the 409 for sure. Let's see what we got going on the interwebs here. There was something else I was gonna look at. Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, what kind of bolt was used on this mud guard? Looks like washer, locking washer, and a nut. Washer, locking washer, and a nut. Looks like that is what is going on there. It did not come with the bolts. So it's 33 is what I'm looking for. I wanted to see. I hope this website never goes away. It's so damn useful. 33. Okay, shorty. It's a little short little bugger. All right. What else does it say? It says 6x8. M6 pan head screws. Low-cost OE fasteners. Check your online schematic, your model, take advantage of low shipping costs, blah, 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 blah. All right, so I need M6 pan head screws. I should write that down. Pet Rooster. Happy Thursday, wrenchers. Dude, how are you? Good job on that roof, man. Firing off the Jack Bauer emote, dropping $19.99 into the stream, man. Thanks so much, Pet Rooster. Glad to see you. I don't know, you've been lurking, you've been hanging out, you've been being kind of quiet. Haven't seen you chatting. What's going on, man? M6 pan head screws. 2. And they were 6x8. I will do some research on that and pick up a couple of those, and we'll get that rocking and rolling. Thanks so much, Pet Rooster. Needed a little Jack Bauer in my life. I've been listening to Jack Bauer sing country songs lately, in case you missed it. It's actually pretty good stuff. Who knew he was so multi-talented? What a guy. What a guy. I am well, been working, forgot about the live. I kind of forgot about the live the last few weeks too. Actually, I didn't forget about it. I just was just kind of chilling. Partzilla has them. I just got about 8 of them. Awesome. Partzilla. Is that something that would be just like at a regular old school hardware store? 6x8 pan head. Boom. I will find those. I love this. This CMSNL website, man. It's a lifesaver, man. It really is. I would think I'd be able to find something like that at just a normal hardware store. I would hope. Maybe not. I don't know. There was something else that I was puzzling over. Was it that rear brake? Yeah, well, I've been puzzling over the rear brake for a little while. I just haven't really got around to dealing with it. All of this is all done. All of this is done. Oh yeah, I want to see if I can see up close here. Oh, I wish I could just download this whole website. Boop. All right. Bop, bop. Did that. That. I don't see. Oh, that's just a clamp. Yeah. I don't know what that little seal was. I really don't. I do not know what that was. Just out of curiosity, I'm wondering how much remember that weird bent little piece? Just out of curiosity, I want to see how much number 8 is. Spring, $8. There it is. $8. Yeah, you just nickel and dime yourself to death on this stuff, man. Doop-a-doo. There's some other stuff here. I would think I'd be able to get it. I hope so, Dave. I hope so. I hope it'll be ready for spring. I've kind of got, in my head, I've kind of got May 1. I've got kind of May 1 in my head right now to try and have that one done. Pet Rooster, I am feeling better finally, man. It was like the cold that would not freaking go away. I just had it for weeks. It's crazy. Trent's bread. Trent, where the hell you been, man? I wanted to show you this. I was actually looking at the map the other day. And you're representing on the map. Got your Trent's bread celebrating a tradition of sourdough. Here on the Keep On Wrenching map. Whoa. Everybody on the map? Everybody get their pin on the map? We got them on here, man. We got people coming from all over on the map. If you're not on the map yet, be sure to just drop your location in the chat, and we'll put a pin in. At that price, almost better to buy a used one and scrounge that clip out. Yeah. I agree. Could probably find some of that stuff. Oh, Trent's bread, we're kind of just poking through some like ankle biter projects. Just stuff I've been procrastinating and stuff that I didn't want to do. So I figured I'd bore you all to death with doing it. Dave, you're on the map. Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up with you, Trent? It's been a while since I saw you on the stream. Oh, man. So I want to hop back over here real quick. It's like I'm getting into like the little details of everything now. And I just want to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. So where is that rear brake? Is this it? Step bar, swing arm. That rear wheel. Yeah, so must be here. View larger image. All right, so yeah, it all slaps together. That is the puzzlement. And I'm also just puzzling because it looks like the brake cable wraps underneath it goes kind of across the motorcycle. So I need just to refresh myself on how that actually all works. Pat Rooster, I know it's wrapping up, but I wanted to drop in for a hello. Can you show me the 70? Oh, totally. Yep. Let me, which camera do I got here? I got this, no, this one. Let me actually put the tank back on it because I took the tank off tonight. That would be no fun to see it without the tank on it. I am purposely not showing you this just in case tragedy strikes. Yes, okay. Let me grab this bad boy. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Pat Rooster. There she be. It is coming along quite nicely. I'll see if I can give you a... There she be. What's left on the 125? Put the carburetor back on it. The wiring should be done. According to what I was reading, the dim problem is just because it's a 6-volt system and it runs better. Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited about this one. So, I mean, it has been, every freaking nut and bolt. New rubber stoppers on that. Tank came out freaking amazing. New cables all the way down to the knobs. All that's been refurbished and doing good. And we're just getting all this ready to rock and roll here. But yeah, it came out pretty good. I'm still kind of weeping a little bit over the side stand. I had to spend way too much money on that, but oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, there it is. Let's just look at this for a little while. Doop-a-doop-doop. Let's go back. Dook-dook-dook. Yeah, it's pretty. 125 is almost done. It's just a matter of doing it. Thanks, Pet Rooster. Yeah, it's going to be sad to watch to let it go for sure. It's really pretty, but I'll get another one. You know, I'll get my own one day, and we'll be able to do it. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about how that bike is coming along. Feeling good about it. Let's see. Yeah, I made progress tonight. I don't think I got much left in me here. I think we'll try to get to the 2-hour mark, and then I'm probably going to call it. Just don't want to get too crazy. I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking coffee, and I've got a little Croy. So, yeah. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good to see you, Pet Rooster. Good to see you, as always. What else? Other projects, anything else? Let's just go and see if we grew that Facebook group at all tonight. 457. I'm surprised there's that many people in this group, to be quite honest. So, okay, we're still at 457. That's all there. So, yeah, no new real contributions tonight except Aiden getting his bike rocking and rolling. Yeah, I know. I hope Aiden sticks around after he gets his bike rocking and done. Maybe he caught the fever. Oh, wow, look at this. Somebody's getting after it. Jack's getting after it. Got a few projects going on there. Ugh. Memories. Got to do that again. Got to do that too. Wow, man. Yeah, right? You too, brother. Hope you get back to 100% now. Me too, man. It's a lingerer, but at least it wasn't the COVID or anything again. So that's all good. That's all good. But yeah, I was feeling really good like a week or so ago, and then I kind of backtracked a little bit. I think I got crazy. Trent, thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you. Get back to work. Make that sourdough. Keep the tradition of sourdough going, man. It's good to see you. I'm glad you popped by. Boop, boop, ba-doo, boop, ba-doo, ba-doo. Were there any other projects that I wanted to tackle tonight? I don't remember. The wiring went so fast, to be quite honest. The wiring just went super fast. I thought I'd be working on that pretty much all night. A little bit different angle there. I like my little Easter egg on this. So I haven't put the side cover on yet on this. So I put a little keep on wrenching sticker in there for underneath that cover. So someday, maybe 50 years from now, somebody's going to pull that side cover off and they're going to find that keep on wrenching sticker under there. Todd, the only time I get to work on my 72 CB350 is after the kids go to bed. Well, send them to bed at 6. Oh, just joking. No, I hear you. It's kind of weird. Everything is kind of... things are starting to feel normal again in the world a little bit. Or as normal as I think maybe they're going to be for a while. So I'm really honestly just pondering like how I can keep doing all of this when I'm going to be traveling and stuff. Jacko, do you have any New Year's resolutions or ideas for the channel and your site? Yeah, I have goals that I want to do. I really want to get that website built out, and I think that'd be a big one. And the other thing is I just need to start editing more. Like I have so much content, and I could be repurposing content and doing all of that. So yeah, I have goals, but this isn't like my main gig. I got a day job and all this other stuff, so it's just trying to prioritize. For me, it's after wifey goes to bed. I'm really lucky. My wife is very supportive of all this motorcycle stuff. I love this feature on this Ultrasonic. You can just drain it right through here. It's real high. Oh man, it makes it so easy. So now you can just drain the whole thing out and give it a wipe. Yeah, I'm very lucky. Wifey is very supportive of everything that we're doing. Right now, back, Jacko, to your question, it ultimately is coming down to bandwidth. Oh. There we go. Got that. And yeah, and that is like all drained out. Except it drained out on the floor a little bit, but whatever. I just don't want to get it on my motorcycle. That should come out of there. I mean, it's one piece at a time, isn't it, Todd? It literally is just one piece at a time. I mean, before I discovered, an electric buffer, thank you, Tula Tom. I'll forever be indebted to him for encouraging me to do that. I mean, I would take like one piece a weekend and like hand polish it. It took forever, man. I don't know how long it took me to do my first bike. I should actually go back and look, because it was October 2018 when I got my first bike, the Gold 70 CB350. I want to say I had that on the road the next spring. I don't think I worked on it through any of that, so I must have motored through that pretty fast. Just cleaning up a little bit. Sometimes, like, I like shut down the stream, and then I'm basically hanging out down here working or cleaning. And sometimes I kind of am like, why didn't I just keep streaming and like keep talking to people and stuff while I'm doing this? So just trying to clean up a little bit. Oh, the other thing that I was going to do tonight, I honestly, I just don't think I have the energy to do it tonight, but I did get the tire beads. So I'm going to go with the tire beads for balancing on this. So I've done these before. I did these on the CL 350. So I've got the little packets of beads, and I need to do that. Todd, my Dremel with the little brass wire brushes saves so much time when cleaning stuff up. Dremel for the win. That would absolutely be one of the must-have tools, I think, for restoring a motorcycle. Dremel is definitely on that list. So got the tire beads, got those from Common Motor, so I'm all set there. I should have enough beads now to do like 2 bikes. So we've got that. I'm gonna go and find 6x8 panhead screws. Here you can see I got a couple little O-rings here in some brake fluid, just trying to repurpose those. Pet Rooster, I haven't spent any time wrenching on the bikes this winter. I did just order new decompression solenoid and cables for the VL1500. I'll be wrenching on that real soon. Awesome. Excellent. Hey, Clement, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, man. Good to see you. I've got a couple odds and ends. These are for brake stay, rear brake stay. I have no idea what the hell that was for. Figure it out later. And all that. I still haven't gotten to the gauge yet. So lots of little projects on the horizon here for sure. Lots of projects. Yeah, something about just January. Just being kind of sick most of the month, and then I think it's just, honestly, I just think it's like winter blues as well. It's just being in a basement, working in a basement, day job in a basement, not getting a lot of sunshine and stuff like that. Just got that winter doldrum, man. I gotta fight it, but it gets long, man. It gets long. And I can't believe that I lived in Fargo, North Dakota for like 11 years. I cannot believe that I endured that. Winter there is no joke. Winter in Michigan, frickin' nothing compared to that. I cannot believe that I did that for so long. Yeah, but the thing with Todd, those brass Dremel brushes or whatever, after I used those the first couple times, every time I would like walk through the room I was working that bike on, I would just get those things in my toes. I would pick up those little brass things all over the place. Pat Rooster, thanks so much, man. It was good to see you. Good to see you, dude. Head on out. Take care. We'll see you again, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, I'm wondering what's going to happen with old Aaron Rodgers there. And watch out for the Vikings now. We got this new GM. We're getting a new coach. It's going to be the rebirth, right? But yeah, I thought of you when they lost. I was like, that's too bad. It sucks when your team loses, but I don't know. It is what it is. It's just a game. So it will be next year. Always be next year. Except he might be in Denver, it sounds like. Sounds like old Aaron Rodgers is going to Denver, and you might be quarterbackless for the first time in, what, 40 years? We'll see. All right. Man, I'm pooped. I'm not going to lie. We didn't really accomplish that much tonight, but we did knock out a couple of things that have been holding me up. So this weekend, I'm hoping rear brakes, get that figured out. Get the wiring harness laid into this thing. I think that would be a huge step, and then start wiring and getting that all going. And then turning all that attention over to that motor. That's the other thing. And I need to make those decisions. What I'm having, if there's any 305 guys here, well, who was the guy that was working on that? Yeah, he needs to retire or find somebody other than the Devontae. That's true. It's a little predictable sometimes. On the 305s, I'm having a hell of a time finding a new cam chain tensioner. I can find the new old stock, but I don't really want new old stock because those are going to be all dried up. The only downside to wrenching in the winter is not being able to repaint things. It's way more challenging. I do have a small little, a 220 heater in my garage that I can get it up to 50, 60 degrees, kind of right on that borderline where I can paint. I can get some painting done in the winter, but it's like a whole deal. It's not just, I'll just hop out in the garage and paint this. It has to turn into a little bit of a production, which is kind of annoying. So I totally hear you on that, Todd. But yeah, if anybody's working on a 305 and has a lead on where to even get these cam chain tensioners, there's only one place that I found. Oh, Todd, you can't spray paint in the house for sure. I certainly am not going to be doing. I don't do that. God, what did I do one time? Oh, the aircraft stripper. I sprayed some of that. I was like, it'll be okay. It won't be too bad. And I had that aerosol aircraft stripper. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. But I want to look here, or if you guys want to do a little bit of research, maybe I'm missing something. But it's CB77 cam chain tensioner. And you can get these new old stock ones, but I don't want those because they're hard. And then there's these other ones that are gear, the Capanellis. This is what these things are. I think this is it. I wouldn't probably buy it from eBay if I did do that. But look at that, for one gear. That's it. So, yeah, any of the 305 guys. I should have mentioned that earlier. We had a couple of them in talking about that. But yeah, it's the cam chain tensioner. And then there were a bunch of different options. Here it is. This is the one I was looking at. There's a bunch of different sizes and options. What the heck was it? But this is you put a racing thing. It's crazy. Here, primary chain tensioner. I think this was it. Yeah, $175. I think that was it. Yeah, I need some insights on what the heck I'm actually looking for here. Because they're rubber rollers. They're not gears. But then you read about the details on it. And it's they just recommend these for racing motors. It's not I'm building a racing motor, but that ain't cheap. That's the last thing I need to purchase. That's the last thing. The last darn thing I need to do. So other than that, guys, I think I'm going to call it. We're at 2 hours, 6 minutes, 34 seconds. Man, we saw all the usual suspects. That makes me really good. And every time I looked over here, for the majority of the stream, we were 15 to 20 people in the stream and kind of moving through it. So, Todd, work when you can, man. Get her done. Get it ready for spring. It was awesome to see Pet Rooster. Clement stopped by. Let's see. We got all kinds of different people. We're rolling through. Trent. It was good to see Trent. Jacko was in tonight. Doc Jones was in tonight. Dave123 was in. Ecole, am I saying your name wrong? I really hate it if I am. Tom, stopped by as well. Michael Bloom, Moto Mango. Why do I have a hard time saying that? That's a good one. Tula Tom, of course, always in. He's representing all the time. Travis Brown. Jason Wright showed up. Pat was in for a while tonight. Just goes on and on and on and on, man. We had a good chat. I think we had a good time tonight. Lab Rat was in for a while tonight. Love it when you guys just say, like, hello, and then you guys go lurk and go and do whatever it is that you're doing. So Don was in. He kicked everything off tonight. So I do want to just fire off one other thank you. Pat Rooster donated to the stream. So that money is probably going to go towards a cam chain tensioners for a CB77. So thank you so much for that. And I also do need to thank Michael Bloom for coming in, firing off that $5 donation through Super Chat, which I absolutely love. I love it when you use the Super Chat. I think that like gives me good positive vibes or mojo with Google a little bit. So that can help me out. Yep, Clement. Yep, wrenching through winter. Can't stop. I gotta get the Super Hawk done. Doc Jones, good stream. Missed you. I miss doing this stuff too. Honestly, everything just like ground to a stop, and I wasn't making progress on anything. I needed this tonight. I needed a little kick in the pants to turn a corner and get things going. So thanks for an awesome stream, everybody. It's a little bit shorter, but again, I'm just going to try to get rid of this stupid congestion and get over this stuff and move on with life. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for the awesome stream. Watch for some videos. Got a couple opportunities to make some videos. Probably, I don't know, hopefully this weekend. Get another video out. I got a couple ideas there. So awesome, everybody. Have an awesome evening. Finish up the week strong, and hopefully you got some wrenches in your hand for the weekend. All right, everybody. Have a good one, and thanks again.